What is up, world? You are in tune to the world famous Know It All podcast. These guys right here on my shirt. You're in tune to the Know It Alls, of course, and you got your usual suspects here. Big G, what's popping, man? How you be?
Man, I'm cracking up laughing, talking to Tim Lyons behind stage and the live chat comments, man. Tim, you are a hilarious dude, bro. So I got to give you credit for just being one of the funniest people I know, man. You make me laugh every time I talk about you and talk to you. So, man, what's cracking to the live chat, man?
Man, and we got my boy, my player partner, Big Tate. What's popping, man?
What's up, man? You can't be calling me Big Tate, man. I'm a little fella to y'all guys, man.
Little fella. Wait a minute. I thought we were little fella.
That's chronological age. Now, when you call me Big Tate, and I'm not big as G and you gotta call me little fella Tate.
Oh, so, I'm confused. All these
Hey, man, it's hard to keep up with, man. I'm just trying to help you out, bro.
But I'm not. You're not helping me. I got all these adjectives. I'm kind of lost. Man.
What's happening though?
Oh no, you got it, man. You got it. I'm excited to be here on this Sunday, man. We're gonna get it in. Make sure that you start smashing that like button. Like and subscribe. Like us on Facebook. Subscribe on YouTube and Twitch. So that we go live, you'll definitely get those notifications and get the algorithms popping, like G said, man. Also, make sure that, we are on Twitter. We're on X, the artist formerly known as Twitter. We're there as well, so you can definitely join up with us on Twitter as we get ready to talk sports and get it going, man. I'm excited. Like I said, there's a lot to talk about. We're going to get to it right after this. And we are back, man. We're definitely ready to get it cracking, and we got it popping here at the Know It Alls. Man, listen, let me ask you guys first and foremost, because we saw the end and we saw how the Super Bowl ended up. I was expected to come on later on that night. I did not, because of the simple fact that it went into overtime. I need to ask you guys, how are y'all feeling about the overtime rules and changes? I mean, we know it changed a minute ago, but how y'all feel about this overtime rule in going into sudden death in the Super Bowl? Like, I mean, we'll talk about, Shanahan and him not addressing it with the team, but how are you feeling about these overtime rules in the Super Bowl? I'll start with you, Tate. Tell me, how you feel about it?
Hey, man. I mean, it is what it is. The rules got to be like that. I mean, it's not sudden death. I mean, the Chiefs, the 49ers scored. If they scored a touchdown, San Francisco got the ball too. They scored a field goal. KC got their turn, got a touchdown. It's a wrap. I mean, so what else would we do? We can't have a tie in the Super Bowl. I mean, how they play in the regular season, you get a 15-minute clock, and if nobody scores, it's a tie. If I score a field goal, you score a field goal, we keep going till that 15 minutes is up. So you can't have a tie. I don't know how they can do it any different.
Well, so if the 49ers had scored a touchdown, Kansas City scores a touchdown, they go into the next overtime. That next overtime is sudden death. Like whoever scores first. I think it should be sudden death in the very beginning. Like, but I think it should be sudden.
That's what it used to be.
Yeah, I like that better. Take the ball, go win. You know what I'm saying? and if the defense stop you, then you score, you won. I like, you keep playing till somebody scores a touchdown and you win. I mean, it is what it is.
Isn't that what happened? And wasn't that in one of the Super Bowls where somebody took it down and got a field goal and it was over, and that's when they made the noise about that rule is not fair, and that's when they changed it.
You're right, but I don't. I mean, stop him from scoring 3 points. That's the easy thing. You know what I'm saying? Don't let him get nothing. You know what I'm saying?
I don't disagree, but that's how it is. It's both teams got to play by the rules, so it's fair.
I hear you. G, what you think, man? Talk to me.
Well, to be clear, the whole reason why they changed the rules concerning playoff football and Super Bowl football was the Buffalo Bills Kansas City Chiefs playoff game a couple of years prior to, where Josh Allen and Pat Mahomes was going back and forth. And they felt like if Buffalo would have had an opportunity, they would have beat Kansas City in that particular setting. So the NFL rules went back and negotiated it with all 32 teams following that. And they said, okay, now we're not going to play sudden death. But I think in all aspects of football, you can play it two ways. In high school, they play sudden death. That means you get the ball, you go down, score, game over. Or you can do it like how they used to do it in college, while putting the ball at the 20 and, okay, you got so many chances. I like that way that they play better, because then it gives both teams a chance. And so, like, if you get it at 20 and if you kick a field goal, we stall you out and you kick a field goal, and we get it at 20 and we score, the game's over. So I think they tried to mix and match the rules, but I like the old school football. If it goes to OT, if they stop you and you score, then it is what it is. I mean, you got this. You remember, I played on the team that lost 31-28 to Cincinnati Moeller and 3 overtimes in high school football in the state semifinals. So I know how that rule, and the longer the game goes on, the more grueling it gets for participants. So I understand they want to eliminate the injury aspect and all the other stuff that has to do with football. But I think the best thing what they should do is, listen, win the kick. If you go down and get points, game over. That's how I feel it should go.
Game over. Game over. So what did you think about Kyle Shanahan not saying that he knew that he didn't know the rules, or he was unfamiliar with the rules, and taking the ball first? Do you think it was a bad thing? You think did he miss on that, or how do you guys feel about that? Do you think it would have changed the outcome of the game at all?
So you want me to go first on this one? Because I got some stuff to say about Shanahan. I've been saying all along, Shanahan's overrated coach. And it's starting to show up more and more and more. What it is Shanahan has unbelievable talent on the field. George Kittle, Christian McCaffrey, Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk, Trent Williams, Greenlaw, Warner, the deep Bosa. He's got talent. But when it comes to big-time games and making errors, and with evaluation of players, Shanahan is lightweight trash, bro. He lightweight trash. He missed, listen, because I brought this up. If he picks Justin Fields over Trey Lance, the 49ers smoke Kansas City. So his player evaluation, he missed in a lot of areas, and on the field coaching. And then the killer part about all of it is he fired the DC, which it wasn't even his fault. How you gonna fire the DC, dog? Come on, bro. That's why I'm saying Shanahan, to me, is moving down lower as far as the echelon of coaches, because he's looking for blame when he's the person that should have known what time it was.
So I think here, and then I'm gonna give the floor to Tate. I think he did look for a scapegoat on this one. I think the whole 49ers organization looked for a scapegoat on this one. But I don't know that it would have made any difference. I think that, Kansas City, my homeboy, is he's GOAT-ish. I don't think he's the GOAT yet, but he's GOAT-ish, and he's doing that kind of thing, and I don't think nobody would have been able to beat him anyway. But, hey, I think you needed to know. Tate, talk about it, man. Talk how you feel about this thing.
Yeah, man. Shanahan, like Tim and Claude said in the live chat, is just scapegoating Steve Wilkes.
Yep.
Steve Wilkes didn't get a good shot in Arizona when he coached there for 1 year, fired after 1 year.
Facts.
He didn't get the shot. He had Carolina playing good last year when he was intern coach after they fired their coach. He didn't get a shot with them, and they ended up finding a new coach this year.
Facts.
So he should get a shot.
What'd you say last, Tate? I missed it. What'd you say?
At number two.
Two. I don't know what Shanahan was doing, man. I mean, you got to kick off, put your defense on the field so you know what you need to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got to make Patrick Mahomes beat you. When you kick the field goal, Patrick Mahomes got the ball. Oh, he in his comfy zone. He in straight comfy zone getting the field goal.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I'm gonna tell you something. I like the fact that you got an accentuation sign to help. You have a sign, and then you have a sign to accentuate your sign. I like
big
that.
facts from Tate. When Tate hit it out the ballpark, just like when somebody get to tripping like dudes like Claude, not only am I gonna call him trash, I'm gonna call him full trash.
Oh, I love it. I love it. These accentuation signs, those are so good.
Tate hit it out the park. Tate hit it out the park. So he get a big track.
I also got to agree with Big G that Shanahan is overrated, especially as a head coach. He's a play caller. He's a good play caller.
A great play caller.
Great play caller.
Great.
But he lost a 28-point lead as a coordinator in the Super Bowl.
Facts.
Against when he's with Atlanta.
Yep.
He lost a 10-point lead in the fourth quarter. The last Super Bowl he was in against Kansas City.
Facts.
And they should have had this game won, if you ask me.
Big facts.
Yeah.
All the way across the board.
Yeah, I don't know. He said Big G been having more craft time. No.
Total facts.
Hey, but I think when you start to look at it and where Shanahan is, there's only so much blame you can pass around. You can't really pass around no more of this blame and say, hey, because it's your ship. It's your ship, and this is the third time now with Jimmy G, Brock Purdy, and
Atlanta.
Yeah. So it's like, I can't really. I want to defend you, but I can't defend you. At that whole thing. Now we're talking about Mahomes, man. I just want to let y'all know how I feel, and you guys can kind of tell me how y'all are feeling about that, man. My homeboy is number 2 on this list.
Time?
It's Tom Brady. It's Patrick Mahomes. It is Joe Montana. It is it's and I have to change up my list from the other day. It's Aaron Rodgers.
No way.
I said Peyton Manning. And then I said I'm gonna give it to Ben because he got 3. You know what I'm saying? There it is for me.
He got 2.
He got 2. Okay, in our Super Bowl era, I could say John Elway.
John Elway is better than the last 3 players you named.
Facts.
No.
Yes. John Elway went to. You know how many Super Bowls John Elway?
Yeah, I get that, but no.
Okay.
Not Peyton.
Hey, who's your top 5? Who's your top 5?
Well, right now I still got goat cheese. That's in
Brady.
Football. That's Brady. Then I got the little whippersnapper coming up. He got 3 and 5 years. I got to go Patrick Mahomes. Ooh. But then that's when I jump Elway in there. Elway 3.
Elway over Montana?
Yeah, Elway over Montana.
Ooh.
That's a tough call though. But Elway just was a better player, man. I mean, Elway was out there, man, solo. Montana had Jerry Rice. I mean, Elway had the little guys, Vance Jones, them little jokers, man. He ain't had nobody. Then for the whole first half of his career, he had no run game.
That's total facts. It was
I'm
trash.
going Elway, then I'm going Montana, and then my 5th one would probably be I mean, if Montana in there because he got chips. Brady because he got chips. I got to go Terry Bradshaw.
Yeah, 4 chips.
Okay, all right.
4 chips.
Okay, all right. So Terry Bradshaw?
4 chips, man. I'm going Terry Bradshaw.
He got 4.
Man.
I can't deny that, but he had a defense. He had a running game.
He did. Hey, and just so you don't get your boxers in a bunch, coming close after that, maybe 6 or 7 is Troy Aikman. That's for you.
Yeah, but that's legit though. Aikman is close to the top 5. He is. He got 3 chips. He handled his business from the same. If you look at the same window that my homeboy done had, what Aikman done had, it's about the same. You know, it's as far as the window, getting chips, doing all whatever. Yeah, Aikman handled his business. But if I got a top 5, it's number 1, Brady. Number 2, Number 2, Joe Montana. Number 3, my homeboy. Number 4, John Elway. Number 5, Peyton Manning, man.
Peyton. Yeah.
Peyton Manning, man.
Omaha. Yeah, man. I got to do it.
You mute.
Peyton Manning was a machine, but y'all give him too much respect, man. I seen Peyton Manning get rattled too many times when that pressure was on. I seen it happen too many times.
Yeah, the Steelers, we got him a couple of times.
Hey, man.
Shook him to the core.
He done been rattled. You know what I'm saying? Tom Brady done been rattled.
No. Brady might have had a bad game. You see Peyton Manning back there with happy feet. And
you ask yourself how many of them tablets that Brady done broke. Big G was talking. Big G know what I'm talking about. He done broke all them tablets. He get rattled. I
done see Tom Brady go WWE with them tablets, bro, off the top rope.
Yeah, but that's out of frustration of being mad. Peyton Manning back there in the pocket with happy feet. Period.
Yeah.
Peyton Manning started the first 2 years of his career not very good.
Yeah.
I mean,
but
so
it's got to go with the talent though, too, Tate. It's got to be with the talent.
He's definitely in my top 8 or 9, but he's not in my top 5. But I get it.
Yeah.
Does Roger Staubach make your top 10 or does he make your top 20?
Top 20.
Top 15.
Yeah,
I say
not
top
10.
I say top 15.
No. Yeah, top 15.
Big Ben top 10.
Yeah.
Big Ben top 10.
He is.
He about number 9. Big Ben about number 9.
Big G, come on, man. I love the Steelers too, man.
2 chips, been there 3 times. Went to the AFC Championship game so many times, it's ridiculous. He couldn't beat Brady. The whole deal
what's Big Ben's touchdown interception numbers?
Oh, no. You gotta, those are horrible. I just want you to know you ain't got to look those up.
Big Ben got caught in the AFC Championship game at least 4 times by Brady. At least 4 times where Brady caught that boy in the AFC Championship game. If it wasn't no Brady, Ben would have had about 4 or 5 chips. Big
Ben is 8th all time in yards.
Facts.
5th all time in completions.
Big facts.
Wait, no. He 5th all time in yards, 64,000.
Big facts.
He 8th all time in touchdowns, 418, and 5th all time in completions.
Yeah, top 10ish. Top 10.
About
8 or 9. Big Ben a dog, bro. That's why we going through so many changes over there in Steeler land now. Because we got to find the next Ben. And they trying to hitch. That's a whole nother conversation. You hitching your wagons to old trash Kenny Pickett. He full trash. He full trash, and everybody know it. And all the Steeler Nation all want him to think that he could be salvaged. It's over, bro. It's time to move on. He full trash. His play on the field is horrible. Full trash.
Hey, man. So being first ballot, huh?
First ballot.
First ballot. I think he may be first ballot. And speaking of, I'm glad you said that because I want to definitely explore this. Will we ever see a kick returner like Devin Hester? Ever? Never. Will we ever see anybody that special again to where they do what he did?
No. In my opinion, no. Because they changed the rules. Number one, they changed the rules. And number two, The skill position players don't want to get hit like they wanted to back in the day. Skill position players back in the day would take the punt, would take the kickoff. I mean, that's already been shown in college football. College football, if you look now, like Caleb Downs was the most electric kick returner or punt returner last year in college football. And he had like 2 or 3 punt returns and kick returns for touchdowns. But that's because the big name guys don't want to go back there and catch the ball and take getting cracked. They would rather get it from an electric standpoint from a wide receiver position, or, if there's a safety that can roam in the middle of the field and make a play like that. So you'll never see another dude like Devin Hester ever, because of his speed, his skill position. Because remember, Hester played both sides of the ball, offense and defense. And, it's a list of guys, Chris Gamble, we go down Deion Sanders. A lot of dudes play both ways. But if there is one guy that maybe, and this is a huge maybe on the NFL side, that might have a chance to do it, is Travis Hunter from Colorado. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. I agree. Mm-hmm. Tate, you think that you'll ever see anybody like a Devin Hester?
Yeah, man, you will. It's just and Big G alluded to it. It's not that the players don't want to do it. Players want to play. Coaches don't want them out there doing that. This when Antonio Brown got to be Antonio Brown, the All-Pro wide receiver, get on off them punt returns, Antonio.
Yeah,
he was returning punts and kicks.
Facts.
Back in the day it was Deion Sanders.
Mm-hmm.
Back in the day for the Steelers, it was Rod Woodson returning punts.
Yeah.
I mean, so those big names, what it's going to be, it's going to be a guy that's just good at that, and that's what he does. Mm-hmm. Like when you had the joystick for Kansas City, Dante Hall.
Hall, yeah.
He wasn't a great receiver, but he was a great punt returner. So I think you will again have a great punt returner, but he won't be great on the other side of the ball, because if he was, he wouldn't be punt returning.
Yeah, hey, Tate, remember when Antonio Brown, Hassan kicked the Cleveland Browns kicker, dog?
Remember when he
Hassan kicked?
The crazy thing to me in this, when I start thinking of a Devin Hester, is when he got the ball in his hands, you just knew something special was going to happen, right? Mm-hmm. You just knew it. You knew that if he got it, that there's the chance that, you're just going to be seeing wind and cleats. You know what I'm saying? And it's remarkable. I don't think that I've ever seen anybody before him just get in on kickoff return and kickoff and punt return. I think he's the first person in my life that I've ever seen get into the hall on just purely kickoff and punt return.
But Devin Hester, he had 19 kickoff returns, punt and kickoff.
Facts.
He had 16 receiving touchdowns.
Yep, big facts.
They didn't need him on offense. Your job is to return them kicks.
Yeah.
And we get you the ball in some situations. He had 255 career receptions. Mm-hmm. So receiving had nothing to do with his Hall of Fame induction. Mm-hmm. It was all that he was just one of them special guys with the ball in his hand on the kick return on the special team.
Yeah, and like I said, do y'all remember anybody just getting in on that?
No.
On special team?
Nobody. No, he's the first of his kind.
I think Deion probably could have, but he got in because he was a better corner.
Yeah, Brian, numero uno corner of all time. Numero uno corner. I mean, it ain't even a conversation about being numero uno. So, but like I said,
it's a conversation with me, but I'm just letting you have that.
Because of Woodson?
Because of Woodson.
No, Tate, come on, bro. We love the Steelers, bro, but come on.
All you gotta do is look at the first team All-Pros, the second team All-Pros, and they both got an NFL Defensive Player of the Year. Deion got 6 first team All-Pros and 2 second team All-Pros.
Okay.
So that's 8, right?
Yep.
Rod Woodson has, I said Deion had 8.
Yep.
6 first and 2 second. Rod Woodson has 6 first and 3 seconds.
Ooh.
11 Pro Bowls. And he was the Defensive Player of the Year before Deion. And he got more touchdown returns. NFL record, 12 touchdowns returned.
That's big facts, Tate. There might be a conversation jumping off. It might be a conversation between Wyatt Woodson and Deion Sanders.
That's why I said it's a conversation. With me, it is. That's what I said.
Makes sense.
I love it.
But Travis Hunter might you might see that this year in college football. I think Deion is going to cut Travis's stuff down to where he's like a specialist, and every time
Big G,
something electric can happen.
Big G, 71 interceptions to 54 interceptions.
But that's because they were scared to throw it at prime, no dog.
Okay.
They wouldn't throw it at prime. But it's a discussion. It's totally a discussion. Sabron Butler said Eric Metcalf. Eric was electric.
He's not in the Hall, though.
He's not a Hall of Famer, though.
He's not a Hall of Famer. And that was a comment from Facebook.
Let's see how many he returned.
I mean,
he just ain't in the Hall. He was a great player. I mean, he was a great player, but he's not in the Hall, you know.
Yeah. Great gadget guy.
He killed the Steelers a couple times.
Oh, yeah.
Great gadget guy. Just like Dante Hall was a great gadget guy. I mean, when they got the ball in their hands, man.
Yeah.
Wow. Eric Metcalf almost had 10,000 return yards.
Yeah, out there killing them.
That's a lot.
He's out there killing them.
Yeah, that's a lot.
But he ain't in the Hall, though. That's the thing.
He's not in the Hall. And I mean, Devin Hester got in the Hall. Was his first ballot? Was his first ballot Hall of Fame?
Yes, first time. Yeah, first time ballot up, in.
Devin Hester has about 11,000 return yards. Woo. And Eric Metcalf had 9,300. So it was close, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, first ballot Hall of Famer, though. That's saying something. You know, I think the Bears now have a couple of members on their Hall of Fame team. You know, on the 85 Bears, that they got a new one, McMichael going in, which I feel bad. You know, he's struggling health-wise.
Yeah.
Sam Mills, the small linebacker from the Saints, he got in. I was a Sam Mills fan, man. He was, you know, I'm really still upset. I don't understand what's keeping Darren Woodson out of the Hall of Fame. Darren Woodson, to me, deserves to be in the Hall of Fame.
It depends on how you look at it. I mean, Darren Woodson was definitely exceptional as far as a football player. He's in the Cowboys Circle of Honor. But overall, there's probably a handful of DBs that's better than him that ain't in the Hall, Mont. So that's sort of like, you got to wait your turn in line. I'm not saying he won't get in, but you got to wait your turn, bro.
This is his third time, though, man. It is his third time to be up and make it. He made it to the finals the third time, and he just, I don't know. I want to see him.
Yeah. Big G. Who's more deserving of the Hall, Darren Woodson or Hines Ward?
Ooh, Hines Ward.
See, I'm a Cowboy fan, and that's hard for me. I just can't say hands down. Both of them are really like, both of them are there, but I don't know, man. I think Darren will get in before Hines does, though. But I think they're both deserving.
Well, that's because that wide receiver thing. I mean, you got to remember, Andre Johnson just got in, and there's some of them top receivers that's on that list that ain't in there yet. So yeah, it might be a minute till Hines get in, but he going in. Don't get it twisted. Hines Ward going to the Hall of Fame. He getting in there. Believe me, don't get it twisted. He will have a bus in Canton, Ohio. Trust. You can count on. I think
so. He deserves one. I'm gonna tell you, he deserves one. I mean, as a fan of the sport, he deserves one. G. I mean, he really does. He really does. Man, now switching gears, man, and we're gonna talk about the NBA, and we'll talk about, you know, what has happened over the NBA weekend. I want to just go ahead and first let's go ahead and get in the standings. We got the Timberwolves in the West, the Thunder second, 37-17, the Clips, 36-17, the Nugs at 36-19, the Suns. Big G.
I'm going to interrupt you and say Nugs pause for you.
And then Big G picking the Suns 33-22, the Pelicans 33-22, the Mavericks are 32-23.
Trash.
Wow. The Kings are 31-23. And then the Lakers and the Warriors are pulling it up at 30-26 and 27-26. That is the West. And in the East, we got this.
Hey, don't go back to the West real quick.
Gotcha.
That would be them playing teams. Them gonna be some really good games if that's how it holds.
Yeah, especially if the Kings is down there trying to fight with the Lakers and the Warriors and the Mavs. Yeah, that's gonna be some issues going on.
Them 4 teams all could beat any of the ones that's not in the play-in.
Total facts. I agree. Total facts. I do agree that.
I think they got a good piece in Dinwiddie, and as far as the Lakers are concerned, trying to see them come back in. I don't know, man. It's like that. The Celtics are number 1, 43-12. Who would have thought that, man? That's something I would have never.
I would have thought it.
Zingis Pingus out there balling, dog. Zingis Pingus might win Most Improved Player in the league.
You lost your heart and soul in Marcus Smart. You know, and
they got Drew Holiday.
They got Drew Holiday, man.
Come on. The same thing.
Better on ball defender.
And got a chip and know how to win.
Yeah. You do know how to win. Yeah. The Cavaliers are second at 36-17. That's rather Cavaliers shameless plug. I'm gonna put in there. Y'all need to check that out. Definitely.
That ain't shameless. The Cavs is balling. What do you mean?
No, when I said shameless, it's part of my team and our team that does it. So it's a shameless plug.
Plug in the pod.
Yeah. The Milwaukee Bucks are 35-21. The Knicks are 33-22. 76ers are 32-22. The Pacers are 31-25. Number 7, the Heat is 30-25. The Magic is 30-25. The Bulls and the Hawks ran out those 2 last spots, 9-10.
Bulls trash. Trash. Bulls trash.
Are they hot trash or are they just trash? G?
They full trash.
They full trash?
The Bulls is trash, bro.
Wow.
Listen, we've been over there with them Bulls on that Bulls podcast. They talk crazy, bro. They be talking crazy over there with the Bulls, bro.
Why they full trash though, bro?
Because all they got is the little point guard dude that's any good, man. The rest of their team, garbage. DeMar DeRozan, garbage. The only dude that is the little point guard from North Carolina with all the hair, White or whatever his name is.
Kobe White.
He the only dude they got. All the rest of them, garbage. They whole team, garbage.
Well, I mean, here's what I want to say, man. All-Star Weekend to me, man, it's not like that, bro. Like, it's not like it used to be on All-Star Weekend, man.
It's horrible.
I mean, All-Star Weekend, y'all know we used to really get excited about All-Star Weekend, the dunk contest, the three-point contest. I mean, it was always something happening, man. And I wonder how you guys feeling. I'm gonna start with Tate. Tate, how do you feel about All-Star Weekend this weekend, man? Like, I mean, talk to me.
Well, man, you get more excited because you're a little fella. You look up to those guys. As you get older with the players, you don't look at it the same. Yeah, you want to see the excitement, but you don't look at it with the same reverence that you did when you was a little boy watching Spud Webb get them dunks in, or Jordan Dominique going at it. You know, it's different. The 3-point shootout has gotten better and better over the years to me.
Yeah.
You know, now the dunk contest is trash. Full trash, Big G. Total trash. But they just need to get some stars to commit to it. If the NBA was smart, they'd pay $1 million to the winner.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because they're gonna make money. They're gonna make money off viewership and sponsorships and advertising.
Sprite is the sponsor. You got $1 million. I mean, for real, you got $1 million to put into that. Sprite should go ahead and up that money. I think that would be dope if they did that. You know.
Well, I don't know. Do you think the NBA has more money than Sprite? I mean, they
I do, but as a sponsor, Sprite, you want to be the sponsor still of the NBA game? Put up a meal ticket for the winner, right? So that's at that point, that's their event. It solidifies it, and now the sponsor will take over the money for it. But you're right. I think $1 million would actually get everybody going.
Man, we talked a few weeks ago. You get Zion was going to be in this year, but he got hurt.
Yeah, facts.
You get Zion in there. You get Ja Morant. You get Jay. I was talking to my wife earlier this morning. I told her, I said, you know who should get in the slam dunk contest? I said LeBron next year and win it at 40.
Oh,
win it at 40 because he can.
That would be boss to have him and his son, because his son got hops too, bro. His son can climb.
That would be dope. That would catch a lot of eyes, though.
It would catch eyes. It would catch eyes. You know, I bring back past champions. You know, if I wanted to revive it, I bring back the people. I bring the people you said, right, and then bring back past champions. Like
who? And wasn't this his first year? This was just with 4 players.
Yeah, Zach LaVine. I bring back Zach LaVine.
He ain't got the hops no more, bro. He got the injuries,
man.
He can't bounce no more like how you used
to. You got to get them young boys like Ant-Man. Get Ant-Man in there.
Ant-Man, yeah, definitely have Ant-Man in there. John Morant would be one of those. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, that was the one thing that I respected when you had the old heads coming to the dunk contest. I respected that.
Last night because back then them old heads still could just the basic dunk still worked. You know? But last night, Jaylen Brown did really good, but he would have got a 50 on his last dunk when he put on the glove. If he had a dunked it and came down and did the Michael Jackson kick and then a ball.
He definitely
you should have done something like that, man. You gotta have some.
Had the hat right there and then just did it and threw it.
Yeah,
he would have won.
You should have did something like that. See, they need somebody with creativity like me coaching these young boys, man.
Well, you know the deal is, and
hey, Big G,
I
ain't forgot about you broke my rim back in 1987, man.
Got me a dunk, dog.
Man, we lowered the rim to 8 feet. You ain't have to hang on to prove nothing.
I went Shaquillicus O'Neillicus on that rim, dog. I didn't care nothing about it.
He wasn't even really a thing then. Yeah, you broke my rim, man. And you know what?
Yeah. It's still up there.
Hands. The backboard up there.
Yep, still up there.
My brother called me the other day, about a month ago. Said, man, who broke that rim? I said, you remember Big G broke that rim, man? Because I had that thing where we could lower it. And we lowered to 8 feet. We was just banging, man, and G had to go hang on it.
Yeah, I ain't have to lower it to 8 feet to get mine off. You know what I'm saying?
We was young. We was young back then. Yeah, we was young.
I tried to put my dad in the rim. G was out there. I tried to put my daddy in the rim. I tried to catch a body early.
Oh, 87, man. We was just learning how to do stuff, bro. So when listen, the whole thing was, I was like, I'm about to Jerome Lane this bad baby. Something great happened.
I don't know. I think that was before Jerome Lane, man. You might have had Daryl Dawkins to look at.
No, yeah, 85, 86 was Jerome Lane. I think.
Might have.
Jerome Lane was 88.
So Dame Dollar wins the slam dunk contest. I mean the 3-point contest last night with 26. What was it? 27? I think it may have been 27 to 29. I will say this. Steph and the WNBA player, that was a great battle. It was a really great battle. She would have got in there and actually, held pace with the men as they were shooting. She did her thing, man. I'm not even mad at all how that even turned out. I mean, for real. And then the youngster from the G League, what's my guy's name? McClung, who broke Allen Iverson's record in high school. I can say this: McClung, he got bounced. He got bounced.
Oh, he does.
For real. Yeah,
probably a 50. He got a 50-inch vertical.
He's got bounced. He's got bounced for real. And I like the fact
the highest vertical from a white dude you ever seen.
No,
I don't know. Tom Chambers
dog.
I think me and G thinking the same person. Who you think?
Rex Chapman, dog.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Rex Chapman has so much bounce. Because Rex Chapman went to high school down in Kentucky, man. So it was right there across the bridge from Cincinnati. We heard about Rex back in the day. We was like, man, this dude got hops. And then he went at Kentucky. Oh my God. Rex, woo! He can hop, boy.
Well, there's somebody I'm thinking of. The only person to beat Shaquille in high school, Lance Hughes. Lance Hughes played for Texas Tech, and he had a 49-inch vertical. Lance Hughes could bounce. He could bounce for real.
Any of the people that's watching this in the live chat or go back and watch this show, you need to go back and look at Rex Chapman highlight reel at the University of Kentucky and look at some of the dunks that he had in the game.
Rex Chapman.
Oh my God,
Rex Chapman had bounce. And he even took money to the dojo one time. And he took money to the dojo for one game, and then he stopped that because he
Dan Morley had hops too. Thunder Dan
had hops, and Thunder Dan had hops.
But Rex was different.
I'm gonna tell you something. So this All-Star game, it doesn't really have this All-Star game really doesn't have the promise to me. Like, I'm not excited to watch it. I mean, I'm gonna watch it because it's sports on. But I'm not excited to watch it. I mean, I think, I like the last couple of minutes because it get real. When the last couple of minutes they really start playing, and I love seeing that. One last question. Seeing Michael Parsons in the celebrity game dominate.
No. He wasn't. CJ Stroud was out there getting his too, dog. Don't stop it.
Who won the MVP?
He had 37, but Stroud had 30, and he played less minutes, bro.
But here's where I'm going. I'm not even really talking about that. I don't like. Every time down the court, I'm cringing. Like, come on, man.
Why?
Stop playing so hard. Stop. I get it, but you like playing hard, like, man, for real. Have we got to this place now? I'm talking about myself. Have we gotten to this place where we're kind of soft and we won't allow athletes to be athletes? I mean, we played everything in every sport and we did everything, but even with Mahomes, when they saw Mahomes, the video come out of my homeboy killing at Lifetime Fitness, the owner of the Kansas City Chiefs came out and told him, no more. I can never see you playing basketball again. Are we too soft on these athletes just because they're specializing in this sport, or should they be able to go ahead and play in like celebrity basketball games and things of such?
Man, the Kansas City Chiefs got a $500 million investment in Patrick Mahomes.
Facts.
If he go out there and twist his ankle or break his ankle and miss football time because he out there playing basketball, they can't have that, man. I mean, it's an investment. We're not being soft on him. I mean, Michael Jordan had in his contract that he could play basketball in the summer. You know what I mean? He had in his contract. But, you got to think about the investment from the organization standpoint. And, yeah, you got, and now it's even more so than even back then. Now you can have a $500 million invested in the guy. And he out here playing football or riding a motorcycle and doing all kind of dangerous stuff. Nah, man, they got every right.
Yeah, because they're the prime investors. I agree in totality, but the deal is this, bro. They can get injured doing anything. Because listen, while they're not having them go to rec centers and play basketball and all, you know what a lot of these youngsters do? These youngsters NFL do? They are clubbers, dog. They stays at the club. Like, you thought we was bad, like with the Ray Lewis era and all whatever else. These jokers be spending the night in the club. They get apartments built right next door above the club. So, they do it different. But you got to lower your risk. Anytime you're that high of an athlete and that up front, because the money, it's all about the money. You got to lower your risk. But you can get hurt doing anything. It can be anything you can get hurt doing. So, if I was an owner, now I'm a homeboy, you can't play no more. If I were an owner, CJ Stroud can't play no more. Stroud, you can't, no more. You done showed us you can hoop. You got 30 in a celebrity game. No more for you, dog.
I mean,
no
Tim, I don't know how they going to hurt themselves streaming, but, unless they get a glass here from busting the TV, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how they would do that. Before we get into this last, and we downshift into this last piece where we got going, I just like to say, and I called my little brother about this, Rod Jr. Bruh, And I know, Tate, when you hear this, you can ask your people how exceptional and extraordinary this is. Duncanville High School in February has the 2 fastest time in the nation in the 400 relay. They ran a 40.71 a week ago, and then this weekend they ran a 40.66 in the sprint relay.
In the 400?
In the sprint relay. This is just ridiculous, man.
The 4x100?
Yes, sir.
Ooh, yeah.
40,
high school?
High school.
Yeah.
High school.
Yeah.
But get this, the freshman team ran their fastest. They ran a 40.77. So, and that's the freshman team. So it's exceptional to see that type of speed kids in February. In February, where track just started.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we're getting people, all of the professional track athletes are running the 60 right now. But when you think about a 40.6, that is everybody on the track running sub 10s.
Yeah.
Like 10
in high
ones,
school.
10
in high school.
In 100.
That in high school.
No, I'm not joking. I'm not joking at all. A 40 point, they last week they ran a 40.71, and this week they ran a 40.66. That's ridiculous.
That's moving out. Somebody need to be going to somebody college.
Yeah,
somewhere. What's the world record?
I'm gonna look it up. Keep talking.
I'm sure it's probably in the 30s, 39, 38.
36.84.
36.84. And you have high school kids running a 40 in February.
The Jamaicans ran the 36. The Jamaicans?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
That makes no, I mean, high school kids make no sense. And it was the freshman team that ran a 40.77. Think about, these guys are freshmen. It makes no sense.
The super speed. Somebody needs to be getting recruited.
Yeah, well, you know somebody is getting recruited. What next we got, man, Timothy Lyons said cheaters. And
a team full of them.
Gavin said that's insane.
A team full of cheaters. A team full of them.
It makes no sense. You're just looking and you're saying to yourself, this is ridiculous. Like, you know, man, it's crazy to think that these group of kids are moving this fast, right? And what is the track coach doing to have them this ready at this moment? You know what I'm saying? What is he doing? This guy's going, he's losing his mind. He needs a college job. He needs a job somewhere.
No, he got exceptional talent to pull from in that Duncanville area. For y'all that don't know out there, they the number 1 and number 2 football team in the country every year. Yeah. So, you know, it ain't like, you know, this is a mystery. Yeah. Their athletic program is outstanding.
Speed kills.
You know? Yeah.
Speed kills. So, man, spring training's about to start. Major League Baseball is on the horizon. And I'm telling you, I know Tate is excited. I know G is excited. Tate, man, talk to me a little bit. The first couple games start on the 23rd. You know, you got the White Sox and the Cubs. You got the Rangers and the Royals. You got the Padres and the Dodgers. And then you got the Rockies and the Diamondbacks. That starts on the 23rd. How excited are you and how happy are you for your team? Dude, I know we did a segment a week ago or maybe 2 weeks ago where we were talking about your Reds. Talk to me, man. How you feeling about your Reds?
I'm feeling good, man. They don't actually play to the 26th of March. It was when we opened it up. But nah, man, we got a really, really good young team, man. The general manager, Nick Kroll, made a lot of good moves. We got some pitching, you know, some veteran pitching. That was our problem last year, too. Our pitching, our young pitchers got hurt, and we just throwing anybody out there, man. Like, who is this dude? It may as well been me out there, and I ain't pitched since 7th grade. You know what I mean? But, yeah, we were just, you know, losing. Feel some rat bird heat. Did you talk about them sorry Cardinals? Tim, y'all probably gonna finish last in the division, man. Y'all gonna be battling with the Pirates down there for the basement.
Man, the Cardinals is trash, man. They trash.
You gotta hit them with full trash, Big G.
They full
trash.
Wow.
I know they trash, but you said they hit them with the full trash. Full trash.
They going the Reds thought about Sonny Gray too, but we didn't get him pitcher. But they gonna be battling, like I said, with the who did I just say? The Pirates. The Pirates for last. Milwaukee gonna fall off a little bit too. The top two teams gonna be the Cubs and the Reds. The Reds and the Cubs.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, Ellie De La Cruz coming back. Matt McClain playing second. That's our middle defense. We got the young boy. He's gonna be classified as a rookie, even though he played like the last 20 games last year. You got my boy CES over there at first. We picked up is it Jameer Candelaria, first baseman, DH hitter. You know, I like what the Reds have done, man. Like what the Reds have done. I'm talking, and I made a bet with Pay the other night on the homies. 90 games, 90 wins.
He bet the corner time, dog.
Ooh.
He bet 30 minutes.
Ooh.
He bet 30 minutes corner time.
90 wins.
Yeah, he bet the corner. I couldn't believe it. I said, Tate betting the corner time for the 30 minutes for 90 for the Reds. I was like, ooh, he pushing it. But I mean, he got faith in the squad.
That's February. So y'all playing February 26th.
Gavin like the Guardians. That's next Saturday.
Yep, February 26th.
No, it's 24th next Saturday.
Hey man, this is all I know about the Reds, man. They last year they were I think they were a year ahead of the schedule. But the deal is, can y'all get past my Phillies, bro? When it's all said and done, because Mars Braves, they choke every year. They be doing this. They choke every year. Get them out of here. They blow it in the playoffs. So when it comes down to it, it might be the Phillies and the Reds battling it out to try to represent the National League in the series. You know, and I don't. The Reds got it because they sort of built like us. They're just younger. But when Harper and them get on a roll, bro, look out. Look out, man. You know, and Harper was going off this week for y'all that don't know. He was going off. Talking about we need to get some more acquisitions and, you know.
I still think we gotta y'all gotta beat the Braves though, man. The Braves gonna be favored.
We done whoop the Braves when we ain't whooped the Braves.
Come on, man.
What you mean? Come on. We done went to the chip 2 years in a row. What is you talking about?
Y'all still gotta beat us again.
I said the 26th. Take that back. We opened the 28th against the Washington Nationals.
Yeah,
man, we done whooped the Braves twice.
And we played the Nationals the first series of the year. Then we got them. We going to Philly.
Come on in.
Philly. Yeah.
The water war.
April 1st. Your day, fool. It's your day, fool. You think you're gonna beat the Reds?
Come on over there. The water plenty warm. It's plenty warm.
Water's plenty warm.
Yeah, it's plenty warm. But see, I know my Phillies though. We start off slow. We always start off slow. So they might get us, but I'm telling you, after you hit about that middle of the May going into June mark, dog, you might as well start packing your bags up, bro. Because the Phillies gonna do what they do. I know what they do. They some dogs. What happened to say? Meanwhile, local media thinks Hunter Renfroe, the Kansas City Royals is sort of trash.
But
they're only 2 years, 3 years removed from a title.
They sort of trash.
Nah, man. It's been about 6 years, ain't it?
Yeah, they sort of trash. They sort of trash, though.
They ain't been that long ago. Won. I think like 3 more 4 years.
Dog, when they got that chip, they fleeced their whole team afterwards because they're a small market, man, and that's why they need to change the rules in baseball. B-Dirt brought it up in
2015, man, almost 10 years.
Oh wow, it seemed like yesterday. I'm trying to help them out. They fleeced their whole squad. It's Title Town over there, man.
Yeah, they fleeced their whole squad.
But they got a really good young guy. What's his name?
Who? The Royals?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't keep up with them like that.
No, they got a really good young guy. I can't think of his name, man.
Did I have to say his name and the thing? No, that's Hunter Renfroe. He ain't no. That's a veteran. Yeah, I don't know.
Bobby Witt Jr.
Bobby Witt. I'm gonna check him out.
Dude, a beast.
I'm gonna check him out. I'm really gonna check him out just because of Afton. I'm gonna check him out and see how really good he is. Hey,
So,
Ma,
yeah,
Ma, go ahead.
Here we go, man. And look, I'm just gonna tell you guys, just switching gears for the last subject here. Combine, NFL Combine is less than 2 weeks away, if I'm thinking right, about 2 weeks.
No, it's actually 9 days and counting.
Yeah, so
actually 9 days and counting.
9 players. Give me 9 players to watch. Give me 9 players to watch. Well, okay, let's go 5. 5 players to watch. In this
Does it matter offense or defense?
Doesn't matter. Just players.
Because you know, Big G got his old. Tay said my black book. He said he dogged my black book. I was like, listen, bro, I got me a black book, bro. I've been keeping all my little notes. Like Bobby Boucher from The Water Boy. I got a playbook, bro. So I don't watch that all.
I got a green notebook.
I got a black. It's a black one.
I'm gonna walk in and be like, I need this here notebook.
Hey, listen. So and I'm gonna get some secrets on the Level Up podcast tomorrow night too with Andy P. Man at 6. But guys to watch, I'll give you 5. You got to watch Jeremiah Trotter Jr., linebacker out of Clemson. I think he's going to have enough. He's going to do enough in the combine where teams will be legitimately talking about him being a first-round NFL draft pick. I think you got to watch Xavier Legette, wide receiver, South Carolina University.
Yeah.
I think Xavier is going to have an exceptional combine, and I think he's going to move his name into the top echelon, maybe not as high as like a Marv or the kid from Washington, who I think is going to run a sub 4.4, by the way. I think he's going to run like a 4.3 something. I think you got to take a look at Quinyon Mitchell, cornerback, University of Toledo. Quinyon might move himself in position where he becomes the number 1 cornerback off the board for this year's coming NFL draft because the kid is really that nice. I think you got to watch. I'm interested to see how fast Xavier Worthy runs in the 40. I'm not saying you got to necessarily watch him, but I'm interested to see how fast Xavier Worthy. Because if Xavier Worthy runs a sub 4.4 and he runs like a 4.33, 4.34 guy, he's got Zay Flowers' ability. And I know that the NFL is moving towards having that smaller wide receiver just do what he does. And the last guy who I'm interested in watching, Michael Penix Jr. I mean, the thing is saying that Michael Penix Jr. is injury prone. I don't think that. I think that he has had some injuries, but I think Michael Penix
been in college for 78 years. So
no, it's not 78 years. He's been in college for 5. But I think that Michael Penix Jr. could play himself into a top 20 NFL pick based on his accuracy, because the NFL is going to protect quarterbacks more than ever. So I think Penix Jr. can play himself into the late first round. You know,
Tate,
who
you got? I got mine. You want me to go?
No, I got it.
Okay.
I'm looking at. I'm only trying to fix the Pittsburgh Steelers, man. So every player I mention is with somebody that the Steelers could have interest in. Mm-hmm. First, I'm gonna go with Adrian Cooper, middle linebacker, Texas A&M.
Nice.
Woo.
Nice.
Love him.
6'3", 235, can cover the pass.
Yeah.
You know, I'm interested to see what he runs in the 40. Mm. That'll boost his stock either first round or second round right there.
Yep.
If he runs fast, first round, second round anyway.
Yeah.
Zach Frazier, center, West Virginia.
Yeah.
They say he probably gonna perform at the combine. He coming off an injury, but he might be ready to do some of the drills at the combine.
Yeah.
The big triple OG homie Shannon White from the Pump Your Brakes podcast with us on the Steel Curtain Network. He follows West Virginia. He's in West Virginia.
Yeah.
He says Zach Frazier could get that 225 like 40 plus times.
Ooh, if he doesn't break the record. Ooh, he'll break the record.
I like Cooper DeJean, cornerback from Iowa.
Yeah.
He's been falling a little bit lately. Super athlete, returns kicks, can play safety, can play slot, play outside. I like the versatility. I know Coach Tomlin does too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go with the big boy tackle from Oregon State. What's his name, Big G?
Talicia Fuaga.
That
Talicia
guy.
Fuaga. Yeah, Talicia Fuaga.
Big Road Raider tackle.
Mm-hmm.
Can put him in right tackle, move Roger Jones left tackle, and we'll be good.
Mm-hmm.
And I also like another cornerback, Cam Hart from Notre Dame.
Yeah. I got him listed number 6. He's number 6.
Okay, he could go in the 3rd round.
Mm-hmm.
6'3", 300 pounds, 200 pounds almost, 198, something like that. Physical, fits what the Steelers trying to do with Joey Porter Jr., Corey Trice come back. You got your boy Cam Rush, who I hope will get more playing time. They keep him around next year. I think the Steelers have one of the largest, most athletic, and long cornerback units in the league.
Mm-hmm.
So in that 5, and I also like the running back from Wisconsin. His name Bradley. What's his name?
I like him.
Yeah, I like him too.
I like him a lot.
The running back from his name is Braylon Allen.
Braylon Allen. Yeah, him.
I like
from
him.
Wisconsin. I like him a lot.
Eddie Jackson, safety from Chicago, would be a great addition for the Steelers in free agency.
I feel like, to address Claude's comment, Claude, I ain't gonna recommend you putting the measures, because I can see how you could think that, but that would have this Eddie Jackson's a free safety.
Correct.
And we need to get somebody that can be in the box. Then you bring Terrell Edmonds back. You get that kid that's been playing in Carolina. What's his name, Big G?
Who?
The Carolina safety. He got drafted a few years ago.
I ain't hip.
Go ahead with yours, Mom. I'm gonna find that name.
Okay, my first one is Jatavion Sanders. I am really interested in seeing how
tight end University of Texas.
Tight end University of Texas. I'm really interested in seeing how he works out. Like what he runs in the 40. What his vertical is.
He should be the second tight end off the board.
I think he should be, and I think he may even make a push to be even higher in the first round when if he drafted, even to make it in the first round. Tyler Guyton, tackle from the University of Oklahoma. Normally would not want any Oklahoma Sooner to do anything, but I know his dad, I know his mom. I'm really anxious to see how he performs, and I hope he gets out there and gets him a check.
I got him as my 7th as of now, my 7th tackle, but he can move up or down. I got him as my 7th.
After the draft, I'm gonna look into getting him on the show. Like I said, I know his mother, I know his father. And I'm really happy to see him getting a look. He played basketball down in Maine, a good feet. When you're a big guy, 6'7", and your feet can move like that, I'm really excited about seeing that. Byron Murphy, I want to see. There's another University of Texas kid. I want to see his measurables. He's 21 and a half. He's 6'1" at 308, but they call him the next Aaron Donald. And I want to see, where he measures out.
He ain't the next Aaron Donald. He ain't the next Aaron Donald.
Yeah, I want to see how he measures out, man. I definitely want to see how he measures out. Troy Franklin, wide receiver from Oregon.
Yeah.
I want to see what he runs in the 40. This man has probably the best route tree to me in the draft. I like him. Him and Brian Thomas Jr. I think are kind of similar. Only difference is Brian Thomas is a little bit thicker and a little bit taller. That's it. But
I have him as the 7th receiver as of today.
Yeah, I like Troy Franklin a lot. I think I think when it comes down to that, Troy Franklin is probably one of the better. Him and Rome. I forget what Rome's last name is.
Wilson.
Rome, no, from Washington. What's the boy?
Rome Aduzie.
Rome Aduzie. Yeah, I think those two guys are very comparable. One of the best in the draft. He said, "Who's the number one from Texas?" I always see stuff about that's Byron Murphy. It's about. Oh no, if you're talking about the number one, the receiver that wore number one is Xavier Worthy.
Xavier Worthy.
Yeah, Xavier Worthy wore number one. But those will be mine. And I like Cooper DeJean. I like the fact that Tate brought Cooper DeJean up for a lot of different reasons. You know what I'm saying? Cooper DeJean is a super athlete. He's from Iowa, and Iowa puts out a lot of defensive prodigies. I mean, they come out and they do well in the NFL. And the fact that Cooper DeJean is a cornerback and he's, Anglo-American, we don't have many of those. You know what I'm saying? So
zero.
Yeah, he's
zero though.
I really want to see how he performs in when we're at the combine, right? So basically, man, when we start looking at this comment, I'm with Tate, and he's talking about his team and his team fulfilling his needs. But I also just want to see what these kids are gonna do, man. This is one of the most exciting drafts that we've seen in a long time. And I think that there's literally, y'all hear me out there in know-it-all land. I'm not playing. There's literally, if you ask me, 40 first round picks in this draft. At least 40. At least 40.
I agree.
And
it's based on team need. I agree.
It's based on team need. But I promise you, there's at least 40 first round grade kids that could have a first round grade in this draft.
I have 36 as of today. 36 guys that have a first round grade, but there's like maybe 8 guys that are real close. So it'll depend on what happens at the combine. So you could see my 36 go to 44 real fast. But I have 36 kids that have an NFL first round grade as of today.
I
get out like Mel Kiper. Bro. I got
number
grades.
30. If you look at it right now, number 37, Adnan Mitchell, he could easily be a first round pick, bro.
Xavier Legette could be a first round pick.
Keon Coleman could be a first round pick. Jatavion is at number 41.
Jeremiah Trotter Jr.
Yeah, Chop Robinson.
Yep,
you know what I'm saying?
Chop's already a first round grade.
But PFF has him ranked at number 44.
PFF trash. I done told you about messing with PFF, dog.
Trash. Hey, so the safety I was talking about was Jeremy Chin.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, dog.
Like, 6'3", 220. His uncle is Steve Atwater. He brings the noise.
Yeah.
So Coach Tomlin and the Steelers like that pedigree. Like I said, Steve Atwater is his uncle.
Yeah.
And he's a free agent. He was picked 64 in the second round in 2020.
Tate, I'm gonna tell you a dude that might get some noise about the second round for the Steelers. He's a safety, and it's the answer after this question. The University of Minnesota got a kid named Tyler Nubin that plays safety, man. Tate, he's a monster. He's a monster.
Tyler Nubin?
Tyler Nubin. He's safety. University of Minnesota. Go check the film on him. The boy is bad. The boy bring that wood, bro. Pause. He bring that wood, bro. Tyler Nubin is the real deal. He the real deal. So I wouldn't be mad. Oh, if they grab.
He's 6'2", 210.
Oh, Tate, you got to go back and look at the film. I told you, G done been in that film room, bro.
His first team All-American.
G done been in that room and checking it out, that all 22. If y'all don't have all 22 on Patreon, you need to get it and get in that film room and get to looking, because I done seen some. I'm like, ooh. I did not Tate Amon. I done already identified 15 dudes that could be Steelers. I got a list of 15 already. Now, we ain't going to get all 15 of them, but I got 15 dudes that could be Steelers.
They on your hit list? They on my hit list.
They on my hit list. Dog, we knocked the draft out. Listen, I don't care what nobody say. We knocked the draft out the park last year.
We did.
I'm talking about not the Steelers. I'm talking about what we did as a podcast and all whatever else. Our predictions and guys where they was going to land. So all I want to do is just take it up a notch. And now I got the level up platform where I can feed that. Oh, come on. Yeah, let's get it in.
Yeah, we're definitely going to do that. Man. And I'm excited about the draft, because honestly, when it comes down to it, we're going to get it in. But now we are at that place where we get our parting shots in, and we'll start with you, Tate, man. Give me your parting shot.
Hey, man, I don't know if y'all watched today, and I have lost faith in my college basketball team. I said something to Pay on the Homies podcast right before the holidays, maybe right around after the holidays. Ohio State was 12-2. I said something about they better than North Carolina. Ohio State went on to today. They was 13-11 when they played.
Yeah.
But today they come through at home and beat the number 2 overall team in the country, the Purdue Boilermakers. Purdue was 22-2 coming in today. That's a big win if Ohio State has any ambitions to make the tournament. I mean, because on their resume, that's a huge win. They still got they went to 14-11, I believe, was the record. So they still got to probably get another 5 or 6 wins to get to 20 and win a couple games in the Big Ten tournament to make it. But yeah, Big G, like you're saying, man, go Bucks.
They're 15-11.
And 15-11. So yeah, 5 more wins and 2 wins in the Big Ten tournament. I think they could possibly make it. And you know, all that's after they fired their coach this week, Holtzman.
Yep. Straight can. Get the kicking.
They
rocks
fired
and
him,
get out.
and the interim coach is Jake Diebler.
Yep.
His brother John Diebler is Ohio State legend.
Yeah. Baller.
John Diebler is actually an assistant coach at Butler with Thad Matta, who we played for the Ohio State. John Diebler played for the Ohio State.
Facts.
So yeah, man, it was just good. I watched that game today. It was good. I was watching it, Big G, when we was on our Steel Curtain Network meeting.
Oh yeah. It was,
because I was at 1 o'clock. The game came on at 1 o'clock. So
yeah,
I was sitting here watching it and finished up with the meeting and went and watched it, and it was just a good win, man. I'm really proud of the way they played, and we'll see what they can do the rest. I like the way the new coach, the intern coach, Jake Diebler, has them playing, man. A lot of fast pace, you know, up the pace. I mean, I don't know what Holtzman was doing, man, and he getting some of them young boys in there, some of them freshmen and stuff, man. So I like what they did today. Hope they can do more. So, you know, shout out to the Ohio State Buckeye basketball team.
Let's go Bucks. Let's go Bucks. Hey man, listen, before I get to my parting shots, I want to say congratulations for last evening to the Lima Central Catholic Lima Senior basketball rivalry. LCC beat Lima Senior for the first time in 9 years. The game went into overtime. Shout out to Coach Sean Powell and shout out to Coach Quincy Simpson, man. These guys coached outstanding. It was a great game. They're both young. They're both talented. And I look for these two teams to do some special things over the next couple of years here in Lima. They both got a young Foster kid that's outstanding. The baby Foster, the one that we all ramping and raving about a lot, Lima Senior, he's a top 10 freshman in the country. But there's a couple of guys on that LCC team that's really, really, really good and really young. So they put on a great game last night. It was standing room.
So you said that there's a Foster on each team? On each team.
And the Foster on the other team, when I'm telling you, he got superhero bounce. He had so many dunks this year, alley-oop lob dunks, it was ridiculous.
Wow. So they're cousins. They're cousins.
They're cousins, yep. And one's in 9th grade and one's in 10th grade. They dogs.
Wow.
So but they put on an exhibition last night. So I just want to make sure. I know it's hometown. I know it's biased. But they played their hearts out last night in that LCC Lima Senior game. So big win for Sean Powell. Man, you're trying to do something special over the LCC. So, man, what he said wrong again, Big G, because that pick is an old lineman. What is he talking about?
I don't know.
Yeah, I will go back to it.
Yeah, and I don't want to put him in the matrix.
Oh, he's talking about, get him in there already. Get him in.
I might not can understand.
Get him in, bro. Get him in.
Oh,
just for that. Because he's talking about our second round pick. He's talking about our second round pick is going to be an old lineman. Stay in there, Claude. No coming out ever. Listen. So for my parting shots, you're going to hear me keep harping on this. I've harped on it already. This NFL draft is going to be the most critical draft for every NFL franchise for the next 5 to 10 year window.
Agreed.
The 2024 NFL draft. Like your window is going to close like it's never closed before, or you're going to get an actual opportunity to make your team better. And I think that Omar Khan, and I'm going to show some bias. I think Omar Khan showed us last year that he can do it. from the draft, because I would say we probably had the second or third best draft out there. Detroit Lions probably being number one. I think Omar Khan's going to double back. And I'm going to say it on air. I've been saying it everywhere else. I'm going to keep on saying it. Mike Tomlin, because we was told today that the Steelers listen to us on certain platforms. Coach Tomlin, if you listening to me right now, man, do whatever you got to do to trade for Justin Fields. Whatever you got to do to get him in the building, get him in the building. Our future depends on it, bruh. We can't get Jaden Daniels. That's the kid who I would want. I don't know if Michael Penix is the answer, but I know Justin Fields is. So do whatever you got to do to get Justin Fields in the building. Do whatever you got to do. So that way we can start moving forward. Yeah, facts.
So I agree with that 100%.
Yep. Whatever you got to do. Get him in the
building.
Where
was the LCC Lima Senior game at?
LCC.
LCC.
Yeah, it wasn't a playoff game. It was their
final
end
game.
of the season game.
Final game. First time LCC won in 9 years.
Hey, Lima Senior is 12-9, something like that.
Yeah, they lost.
Yeah, but LCC is ranked like number 2, right?
Yeah, number 2 and number 3 in the state. Yeah, number 2 and number 3 in the state. But Lima Senior has played outstanding out-of-state talent. They went up to Michigan to play some games. They played a team from Chicago. It ain't like they was 12-9 and trash.
Who was LCC coach again?
Sean Powell.
Torrey Powell, Carlisha Powell, little brother.
Yep, and he already won a state down in Botkins.
Yeah, the girls, right?
No, boys. He won a state championship in Botkins. Yep.
Okay.
And so now he's home at LCC, and he's trying to do the same thing all over again.
Man, I love it.
Shout out to Sean Powell and Coach Q, man.
Yep, absolutely. Great coaches.
Love to hear that. I got a couple of things that I need to say. Number one, they're here. They're available. KnoItAllz t-shirts. Make sure you get you one. You want to feel like a know-it-all and run with the KnoItAllz. You got to have a KnoItAll tee. Make sure you holler at us. We'll tell you. We get you the link to where you can go get it and participate. The number 2 thing is I got to do what Tate did. My basketball team, my college basketball team is my Texas men's basketball. And I mean, while they're not the squad they were last year, they're still playing in an outstanding conference. The Big 12
We coming
conference.
to get Shaka Smart. No, he already left though.
He left.
He and Marquette. Yeah. Okay, go. You can have your coach you got now.
I think he's not James Madison. And
Marquette.
Yeah. So when you look at the Big 12, I mean, Houston, who's ranked, there's 8 ranked teams in the top 25 right now, right? And I do want to say this. If you look at college basketball as a whole, the top teams are losing to unranked teams, which shows me that the transfer portal has really changed the game and changed the landscape of college basketball. But if you look at it, you got Houston, who's ranked in the top 10, Iowa State, who's ranked in the top 10, Baylor, Kansas, all ranked in the top 10, BYU and Oklahoma ranked in the top 10 in the Big 12 conference. And Oklahoma, ranked in the top 25 of the NCAA top 25.
Did Oklahoma beat Kansas yesterday?
No, Kansas beat them. Kansas won.
Oklahoma was up in the first half. That's why I asked.
It was close.
Yeah, Oklahoma's ranked. They're like in the top 20. I think they're like 22. And BYU is ranked in the top 25 as well. So you got all of these teams. And if you look at Texas, Texas is 5-7, while Oklahoma's 6-7. I'm gonna tell you something. This is a loaded conference. This conference is likely gonna get 11 or 12 teams in the tournament.
Man, that's unprecedented. No college has ever. No conference has ever got 11 or 12 teams.
You're right. You're right, G. You're so right. And it's unprecedented. But tell me how they're going to leave out. So I'll start from the bottom. Kansas State, while they may be 15-10, they beat Kansas State have beat a couple people, well, like 3 people who are going to be in the tournament. So
they ain't getting in. They're gonna have to have a good. They're gonna have to have a good conference tournament to get
listen,
in.
Listen to what I'm telling you. Kansas State will be in. Texas will make it in. Oklahoma will make it in. That's 3 teams. BYU will make it in. That's 4. Texas Tech will make it in. That's 5. TCU will make it in. That's 6. Kansas will make it in. That's 7. Baylor will make it in. That's 8. And then you got 2 more, and that's 10. So they'll get 10 teams in the tournament. They'll get 10 teams in.
I don't know. Maybe 9, maybe 8, but not no 10. Heck no.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Bet corner time.
It's a lot of teams. It's a lot of teams. I bet corner time for 10.
Did they get 10? For 10?
For 10.
15 minutes.
15 minutes.
15 minutes. They didn't get 10 in. They ain't going to get 10 in.
15 minutes.
Yeah.
Thomas said, what comes after 10? 11.
Yeah. I bet 15 minutes they ain't getting 10 in the tournament, bro.
This the same discussion we have with the Big Ten most years.
Yeah.
Maybe not this year, but the Big Ten always getting 8, 9 up in there. But yeah, the Big 12 been balling out though.
Yeah, it's a very powerful conference in basketball. And I'm just gonna say, we got Asmus, who is about to go and get the NCAA scoring record he's gonna become Mr. 3000. But and then you have Dylan Dessou. Dylan Mitchell, he's not giving me enough, and Hunter's not giving me enough. I need these guys. They're averaging, while they might be averaging 11 points a game, they don't show up in the big games. We just got blew out by Houston, and I'm just saying there has to be. I understand that this is the number 2 team in the nation, but you took them to overtime at your house, and you should have beat them.
Bro, ain't nobody out of the Big 12 country beating Rock Jock Jayhawk. Kansas is some dogs. But all they got to do is stay out of foul trouble.
Kansas is 8-5 in the Big 12. You know that, right?
They ain't nobody beating them boys. They got a 7-man rotation, and that's what hurt them. But that youngster that can shoot, that freshman, is a dog.
Houston is 22-3, Sean.
And Kansas popped them. It's they're
1-1. They're 1-1.
Right. They ain't beating Kansas, dog. They ain't beating Kansas. Kansas had injury issues, bro. Now they guards is back. Wilson and them is back, bro. Ain't nobody beating Kansas, dog.
I'm gonna tell you something.
Kansas some dogs.
Houston's a hard out. Houston is a hard out.
Rock Jock Jayhawk.
TCU beat Kansas. You know what I'm saying?
They caught them without their guards.
You need to understand. You need to understand what I'm trying to tell you.
They all back now, healthy.
That 12 is a hard conference, man. That is
I'm not saying that. I ain't saying it ain't hard, but Kansas is some dogs.
They are. I love Kansas, and of course, friend of the program, KJ is doing his thing. KJ is doing his thing down there.
He had some big shots against Oklahoma the other night, man. Big shots, man.
Oh well, he's playing big. He's playing big. I like the fact. I hope he comes back one more year, because I think he needs one more year to solidify his game. But if he goes to the league this year, that's good. But yeah, man, I'm looking at it and I'm saying to myself, Texas, we need you to make a run towards the end right now, because at this point, I mean, we got left on our schedule. We got Kansas State tomorrow. We got Texas on Saturday the 24th. We got Kansas on here. In Kansas, we have them the 24th, and then we got Texas Tech, Oklahoma State, Baylor, and Oklahoma to end it out. And I'm gonna tell you, when it comes down to it, man,
hey, I'm gonna tell you a scary team for the tournament. The University of Dayton.
Oh, wait a minute. No.
Put him back in there. I don't know why you let him out. You letting him out?
You gotta go back. I can't believe it.
Well, what clogged you to make us for that time?
He said 5 or 6 tops.
5 or 6 tops. What are you talking about, man? Claude, just talking about nonsense, man. You got to go back to the making.
One thing about it, it'll be proved real soon.
It will. Really soon. Really soon. So definitely that's one of my parting shots. The other one is I need for everybody to make sure that as we're getting ready and we're gearing up, and sports is ending, There are things that you could do to make yourself valuable. I've always said this, man. You know, if you are someone who finds a way to serve somebody else, you'll make yourself valuable. You really will. So find a way to serve someone else and do something that will serve your community, or do something that will serve the people around you. And I promise you, not only will you make yourself valuable, you'll make yourself an added member of somebody's life, you know, because everybody, we all need each other. We all need each other. We all work, you know, it all works together for all of us at different points, but not having somebody around is not an option, because we were built to be communal. You know, I mean, when you think about it, when you go back to hunting and gathering, you know, there was strength in numbers, and you know that's important. And everybody, as they became valuable, as they found something that they could add to the collection, or found something that they could add to the number, it helped the actual overall integrity of the unit move forward. So just find something to make yourself valuable. I mean, sports is over. You know, we got this little lull. Well, football's over. You got this little lull, and you got it's a little lull. Football is over, and then you got basketball. Those who love basketball, it's still going. I mean, you know, I have all of my friends who are Mavs fans, who are you know, Knicks fans. All of my people who love basketball, they're there, and they're still in the mix. And then you got baseball about to start. But find something you could do to make yourself valuable. It might even turn into another source of income, another stream of income. And that'll be important, you know, because you could do something that you want to do by having another stream of income. I say all the time that we got together on Sundays. This 3 group of people that you see, we got together on Sundays, and we would talk about football, and sports. So what we did is we just put a microphone and a camera in front of us. And, you know, it turned into this. It turned into the KnoItAllz. And you have a way to hear us talk about sports in the way that we do it. So do that. Find something that you're passionate about that serves the needs of other people. I guarantee you it'll become profitable in the end, man. That's it for me. That's all I got. You guys, you have anything to add before we get ready to get out of here?
Hey, man, thanks again for rocking with us on the KnoItAllz podcast, man, on Sundays. Fans First Sports Network is going to be done. I know that we just got a little contract things we got to work out, and it should be all over with and on Fans First Sports Network. But make sure you swing over to Fans First Sports Network. Check me and Tate Boy Fresh and Mod out on all our different podcast channels. Everything from We Are DC from Life to Horns and Sons to That's Rather Cavaliers, Cleveland Cavaliers podcast, to the Homies Overtime podcast, to the Homies podcast, and also to Pump Your Brakes podcast. And don't forget about me on the Level Up podcast on Mondays with my boy Andy P, as we rock out with that college football chatter and talk. We doing the thing over on Fans First, so make sure you swing over to Fans First Sports Network. Check us out on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and on YouTube as we go live and bring you content concerning sports, culture, and everything else going on over there in sports land.
Tate, you got anything else?
I just want Big G to get his algorithm signed up, man.
The algorithm.
Man, yeah, make sure you check that out. And like I said, hit us up in the chat. You want one of these? You want to be part of the KnoItAllz Nation? Make sure you hit us up in the chat. We'll get that link over to you. I like to thank you again, just like G said. Make sure that you like and subscribe. Make sure you hit us up. We love you guys. Thank you for rocking with us and being with us this Sunday. We are out of here. Peace.